Hello, hi everybody. So this video is about the Filipina wife cheated on Aussie husband with a jobless Pinoy. Oh boy, this is a heartbreaking story. Actually, I saw this from Idol Rappy Tolfo. So here's the story, and then I'll give my reaction also. Basically, they met online. The Aussie has some Filipino friends in Australia, and then they were, so he has he is a former sheriff, but then I believe he got hurt or he retired, and then he started working with children. He loved children, and then that brought him to the Philippines. At the same time, he also was going online to find a Filipina, and then which he met the cheater Filipina. Her name is Marcelita Noriega. They met online, and then when he came to the Philippines because of a business trip, they finally met in person, and of course he fell over the hill on her, and they got together and got married. But at that time, I believe before they got married, she was already previously married to another Filipino, and then she also have a daughter with that Filipino, and then he has to go to get a lawyer to do the annulment, and was successful. After the annulment, they got married. Once they got married, they were living together, and they have also have two children, two boys. Of course, he can adopted that the girl that she had with the first Filipino husband. So they have three children, actually two of their own, and then one stepdaughter. So and then he tried to petition her to get her to come to Australia, but for some reason they having problem with the immigration visa. So and then he has to go back. He has to go back to Australia, and also she was also saying that she cannot leave. I believe the father was very ill at that time, so that's her one of her reason. And but at the time, they have two small children plus the stepdaughter. So the Aussie, actually, I'm sorry, the his name is Clinton Barker, or Clint Barker. And then Clint, had to go back to Australia, I guess, with work. So he went back to Australia while she stayed here, and then he got her a very nice condo. The condo, I think I believe they were paying. They were paying like a 35,000 peso a month. And this is like as according to her, this is like a rent to own. It's a rent to own condominium. So he was paying for that one. Also, she was not working because I believe he doesn't want her to be working. Basically he just want her to be a housewife and take care of the kids. So, but when Clint went back to Australia, and he brought his two kids, the two boys with him, and just left the stepdaughter with her. So she, of course, Filipina will always wanted to be to be working, and she started to ask to have a business, and she did have a business with Clint supporting her. She was able to like manage a souvenir stand or cart, something like that, or a shop. Anyway, it's a souvenir shop. Um, so then as as time went on, like 4 or 5 years, living apart, long distance relationship. So, and then he of course, Clint has constantly keep supporting her monthly, and I believe at one time, it went, becoming to be a lot of money, because just for the rent it's about 34 or 35,000 peso, plus the food and the of course the utility, and it came to about almost like a 70 to 80,000 a month. Can you imagine that? 70 to 80,000 a month just to support the Filipina and the stepdaughter. And then he, on top of that, he still has to take care of himself in Australia, plus the two kids, right? The two boys. So it's become a burden. And we know that he's a sheriff, and then after retiring from the law enforcement, he started to work with the children, something to do with the children, because he loved children. And then after a while, he started to feel like something is going on. And then one day he just kind of tried to surprise her by without telling her that she's coming home to visit. Once he went back to the Philippines, once he arrived, went to the condo and find out that the condo was no longer his or hers. Basically, he found out that the condo, she was not there at the condo, and at the same time she already sold the condo. That's a very sad part. And then so he tried to track her down, and he did. And then she did admit it. She sold it, but and then also like asking for because she got financial trouble. And then at the same time, Clint Barker find out that not only that she sold the condo, but she had another. She just cheated on him. She have another Filipino, jobless. What according to the station, Rapid Tulfo station, it's a tambay. Tambay is meaning like almost like a standby or something like that. Jobless Pinoy, tambay Pinoy, Filipino. So yeah, she cheated the Aussie man, a good man, with a jobless Filipino. And then according to the Rapi Tulfo story, is that they are the two of them are like former maybe former sweetheart, or like high school sweetheart or something like that. And that is the photo insert, right? That's what I put it there in the middle right there. You can see the Filipino boyfriend with her. She's a pretty Filipina, but you just cannot trust her. You cannot trust her. Very evil, as people would say, an evil heart. And then he find out that now not only that she sold the condo, but she also have a boyfriend. And not only that, more surprises, they have 3 children. They have 3 children. They have 3 babies. They have 3 babies together. Imagine that, he was away for like 4 years or 5 years, almost 5 years. And then during all those time that he was sending, the money, monthly support for the pay for the condo, and also supporting her while she was having an affair with her former boyfriend. And now they have 3 children. And the sad part was before that happened, when Clint was still before he went back to Australia, when they were still living together, they have, of course, like I said, they have two babies of their own, plus the stepdaughter. And then the Filipina told Clint, she said, I don't want to have any more baby, and then Clint understand it, say okay, because this man loved her, like, to her she's the word, she's the word for him. So Clint understand that he is a very kind man, and he decided to have what do you call that, uh, it's a vasectomy, yeah. So he had to go to get a vasectomy, so he won't have any more baby with her. And then while he was still in Australia, he also ran into financial trouble. I mean, it's hard to support almost like two family, right? Living separately, it's cost more money, especially when the other one was fooling around, right? When the other one's fooling around, so she constantly, I mean, can you imagine? Clint was paying like supporting her like 70 to 80,000 peso a month, right? And so he start to feeling the strains of financial strains, and then finally Clint said to her, what should I do? I have a choice. Should I try to save my farm? Clint owned a farm. He was living in a farm. He has a farm. He said, I have a choice. Do I have to do I have to save the farm, or do I have to save the condo? And of course, the Filipina said, save the condo. And that's what Clint did. He did everything for her because of how much he loved her. So he let the farm go, and just so that he can continue to give the support of 70 to 80,000 peso a month. And then now he lost 200K on his farm right there. Now he find out that he just went back about 3 months ago and find out that the wife has has another man, and also have 3 baby with that man. And and the sad part was the rumor was that the new boyfriend, the jobless boyfriend, was molesting was molesting the stepdaughter. All right, so that's the rumor. I think the family knows that, and I want to bring some photo here. This is during the happy time when they were still together. That's Clint with the Filipina name is Marcelita, so with Marcy right there during happy times. And then also when they were I'm going to bring another photo here when they were as a family. Look right there, they have two kids. This is a very happy. You can see the smile of Clint. He's a very proud man, and of course the evil Filipina, right there. And then they went. Clint decided to go to Rapid Tool to get like advice on what to do with this situation. He went to the studio, and guess what? Who accompanied him? This is this is Clint. The big guy was Clint, and then in the middle, that is the brother of Marcelita or Marcy. This is the brother of the Filipina, and the next to the brother was the tita of Marcelita. All right, so this is tita. So basically, the brother and the tita sided with Clint because they feel so bad. They know that Clint was a good man, and just Marcy was just never stopped telling a lie. What she was doing, she would tell Clint that my family they are bad people. they only want your money. So it's better not to have nothing to do with my family. Can you imagine that your Filipina is telling you that her family is bad. All they want is money, money, money. All right, and then they go, on his back, and then she go tell her family, and that Clint already left her. So basically, he's playing both sides, So that way, they will kind of have a bad image on one another. But that no matter how you lie, the truth will come out. We all know that, right? So they finally know the truth, and the brother decided to come forward and support Clint, in going to Rafi Tulpo, because according to this brother here, right here, his name is also his name is also Rafi Noriega. He said that all he wanted was a justice for Clint. He just could not. He just cannot stand anymore, and it's a disgrace to the family name, because that's not how they were brought up by their parents. The parents taught them well that you have to be a good person, but the sister for some reason just went into bad element, with cheating and lying, and all the which is it's a kind of shame for their family. So that's why he was felt so bad that he wants justice for Clint. He wants the sister to stop her foolishness, and come be humble and come forward and beg for forgiveness, because right now Clinton wants to file charges to not only to the Filipina, but also to the boyfriend, to the live-in boyfriend, and he can do that. He can do that by Philippine law. If you are having an affair, if you are married, your spouse can take you to court. All right, so that's what even Idol Rapi Tulpo was saying. So that's a situation right there. And then they finally met at the studio. They tried the first time they tried to contact Marcy, and Marcy cannot will not oblige, or cannot get in touch. But then finally they met at the studio, and when they met at studio, this evil Filipina was still trying to get the Aussie husband in trouble. When confronted by Rapi Tulpo, said, why did you cheat on your husband? And her reason was because she was under depression, because of finances. When Clint start to having a hard time to send the money, and she start to have a financial burden because of the condo. And then Clint admit at one time they were having financial problem, because you cannot really, if you're just a working man, you cannot support almost like two family, one in Australia and one in the Philippines. And then they went through a hard time, but eventually was able to still continue to send the money. And then at the same time, she is also charging Clint of buying illegal drugs or something. And then when confronted by Rapi Tulfo, Clint said, those are, what he was buying was a prescription drug, because it's more expensive in Australia. Of the medication is something for his heart, for his heart. And then he has whenever he went to the Philippines, he will use the prescription to buy a lot of that drug to bring back with him to Australia, so he can use it for his his heart um, medication. And but and then Filipina was saying that no, actually he was selling it. He was bringing it to Australia to sell it. And Clint said, no, that's not true, because he has a prescription from the doctor. And even the brother had to step up and said, say, hey, please, sis, stop it. You already know that Clint has a heart problem, and the medication was for his heart. It's not about selling. So basically, she was making excuse after excuse, like almost try to portray that he was dealing in illegal drug or something like that. Try to get a cheap drugs from the Philippines and sell it in Australia. But this is not, according to the brother and also to Clint. This is for her personal use, and I understand that, because here we have the same thing. A lot of people that with the prescription drug are so high in United States. Sometimes Americans have no choice. They have to order from Canada or Mexico. Some are even trying to cross the border just to go to Mexico to buy the same drug at almost like maybe 80% off. All right, so it's just such sometimes it's ridiculous to think about it. So that's what happening here. So we can understand what is Clint was saying, right? And then here's the almost at the end. It's a 3-part series. I'll put the link below so you can check the full story. And then Rafi Tulfo trying to see what they can do, or maybe can get them like a reconciliation. But the Clint said, I already. I'm not seeking reconciliation anymore, because I just could not trust her anymore. I mean, I love her. She meant the world to me, and I try her, give her so many chance. But she just keep lying after lying after lying, and you can't blame him. He said, I just cannot trust. How can I have try to reconcile with her, but that I cannot trust her anymore. The trust is already broken into many pieces. So he's not looking forward to that. And then they were asking Marcy to apologize to Clint, and which at first she was playing tough. And at the very end, when Rafi Tulfo said, you're going to go to jail with these things. And, we know that, the station will help him with the court cases like this, because they want justice. So, and then finally, it sank into her, and then she started to break down and cry. And then, and she keeps saying that, she would want to talk with Clint again, of course, try to settle it. And she apologized, but and Clint said, okay, forget about the reconciliation. I can maybe maybe I will think about pursuing a case against her, but not the boyfriend. Clint is 100% sure that he want to pursue to put the boyfriend in jail, the jobless Filipino. And then he said about her, he would think about it, if he still want to pursue to put her in jail, or because what, I understand Clint's situation. She's still the mother of their two kids, and plus the stepdaughter, so. But he said that he may not pursue to put her in jail if she promised to leave that boy Filipino boyfriend, because the boyfriend is no good, and also the what the the word is he has tried to molest the stepdaughter twice. All right, so that's the and then at that time, because Clint has to go back to Australia, and is they're like running out of time. He went there is to get advice. It's not to to pursue the case, to to put the Filipina in jail at that time. It's just for advice. So of course, with the rapid Tufo, they want to see a hug. So at the end, they give hug, but it's not really it's not a full reconciliation. He is a very kind man. As I can share you with this. What are the top comment and or what the people are saying here? Here is from Mart. He said, the walking away is the best you can do on this kind of situation. At least he returned back his manhood and self-respect. He finally got the balls and backbone to walk away from that hog who don't deserve anything. God bless you. Di na gaya ng iba na nagmamakaawa pa, tinataboy na makakating taksil na asawa nila. Ay nako. So this is I'm going to translate that. He was saying this in Tagalog. Said it's God bless you, and then it's good that you are not like other that try to beg. Even they already tried. They already having an affair with other men. Some still will beg for the wife to come back, but you have moved on, and so good for you. And that's what Mart was saying in Tagalog. And then let me go. I screenshot like 5 of this comment. Just want to read it to you guys. And here from Jera said, bakit kaya maswerte sa love life yung mga cheater at scammer? Why yung mga mabubuti na babae na abuso? So I'm translating this. I say, why is it that those cheater and scammer are lucky with love life, while those good girl were the one who's getting abused? So life isn't fair. Life is not perfect, as we know. And this one is said from Mart is that Mr. Barker, is really hard when you love a bad person. Please file a case, get separated legally, and protect your stepdaughter. Your former partner is no longer worth your time. I wish you the best. You deserve more than this. Very good comment here from Mart, right? And then let's go see this one right here. This one from Christine say, is it in Tagalog, say, na-touch ako nung sinabi ng Aussie na I love her more than the word. Big word, grabe. Minsan lang ang ganyan lalaki sinayang ni ate. So this Christine said, I was so touched when the Aussie man, which is Clint, said I love her more than the word. This is a big word, and then it just wasted by this Filipina. So that's a sad part, when sometimes when good people met a cheater like that. And Toto said he gave her heaven, she gave him hell. Justice for Mr. Clint Barker. So that's it. That's the comment. And so here's my question for you. What would you do? Would you forgive this Filipina if you're in this situation? If you're in Clint's shoes, would you forgive your cheating wife, and then you want to get back with her because you have 2 kids, or you would just do the same thing with what Clint did? Maybe forgive her, maybe, but pursue the boyfriend, of course, I would definitely pursue the boyfriend. Actually, if it's me, I would pursue her too. Maybe put her, I don't know, maybe put her in jail for a couple of years to kind of teach her a lesson. That's just my, a quick opinion, because I just hate cheater. I just hate, those scammer. I really don't like scammer. All right. So for me, she have to pay for what she have done. I mean, if you think about it, it's not only money, but it's your manhood, the manhood, and then can you imagine, because of her, he has to go to get vasectomy. Did I pronounce that? Vasectomy. He has to get a vasectomy, so they will not have any more kids because of her request. And now, what if right now they're separated, and now if Clint met another woman, and then the woman want to have kids together, and then he cannot anymore. So you just what, I don't know, she just, this is I don't know, this is horrible. Now he cannot have any more kids. If he wanted a new Filipina, or a new partner wants to have a kids together, and he said it, he loves kid, but now he can. So that's the thing. And then he also lost his farm, and also lost the condo, and she sold it without his knowledge or permission. So it's tough. Anyway, let me know your thought on this video. Thank you all for watching. Take care, stay safe, and God bless.